Hi YouTube. This is my first public video I've ever done. And I figured I should do it just because it will help some other people out. My name is CJ and I suffer from horrible migraines. They usually last 72 hours. And I've done many medications. Some have worked, but they don't work forever, right? My doctor wanted to do Botox, and I've had an injection in my neck before, and I hyperventilated because the pain was so bad. My body just went into shock. So Botox is like 33 injections in the head, and some in like the nape area. So this medication is an injectable. It's called Aimovig. Okay, in the last video I tried doing, it sounded like I said Aimovig. Aimovig. Okay, this is the medication. It's 70 milligrams. If you need 140, I don't have that one. But if you need 140, it'll actually say it here. There'll be two right next to each other. So there will be two in a box instead of one. This is what it looks like. You get this little thing, indicator, because this medication needs to be refrigerated. So right now it's pink because this is an old one that I used just to show you guys. So it comes in this, and if you get it from the company, they send it to you in a cooler, and the cooler is about maybe like 9 to 10 inches by say 15 inches, and it's a cooler. This stuff needs to be refrigerated. You need to keep it in the refrigerator before you take the before you go to use the medication. You need to set it out for 20 minutes. So it basically becomes like room temperature, because it's obviously easier to inject a room temperature medication than it is a cold medication, because that hurts even more. It is in the same sense as the same areas that a diabetic would inject in. So you could use your arm. I find it very hard to use my arm. Plus I'm small, so it will hurt. And you can also use your stomach, but again, I'm like 85 pounds, so you would pinch your skin, and you keep it pinched, and then you inject it. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it. You always have to like prepare yourself, really, and it is a preparation. So when you get it, it's going to look like this, and it has a cap on it. This is the cap, which you take off. And then after you use it, you'll see this one is yellow. So this means that you get all the medication. I did a longer video before, but because of my brain not working today, I forgot to take off the cap, and it just wasn't working. So sometimes what I just found out is that you do get duds, and if the needle doesn't come out, do not proceed to try and use it. The noise you hear in the background is my iguana. He's in his cage right now just because I'm doing the injection, and I need my hands sterile to do this, and I can't be running around after him. He's like a 1-year-old. He's like a 1-year-old toddler. He just doesn't stop. So obviously first you want to wash your hands. Make sure your hands are clean and sterile. You want to make sure that the area is clean and sterile, and they also send you a little sterile alcohol pack. And you need a Band-Aid and a piece of gauze to catch any blood, because you will bleed. You bleed a little bit. The only side effects I have with this medication is I get very, very sleepy. Pretty lethargic and sleepy for a couple days. For the first 2 days, I have a headache, but it is mild. And it's crazy, right? You're taking a headache medication for a headache, and then you have a headache. But isn't that how all medications work? You know, you take a medicine and it says, oh, it may make it worse, it may do this, or it may make, hey, your liver hurt, you know, or something, injure your, you know what I mean, okay? It's a really rough day. If, like yesterday I got to the doctor's and I did some things, and then I came home and I was like, mm-mm. And then today I couldn't do anything. As you can see, my eyes are really swollen. The veins in the middle of my head and my vestibular is really swollen. My whole entire head hurts. My neck is absolutely on fire. So after I do this, I'm going to lay down with an ice pack. Icing the head always makes it better. Just freeze it out. Just freeze it away. Oh, my neck keeps cracking. So you'll get this diagram too that explains everything on how to do it, where you can do it. I know you can't see it like very well, but and it's kind of ripped, but this is the diagram. And the whole point of this video, yes, I'm in my pajamas, but you know, hey, I took a shower today and I'm really in a lot of pain. And I want you guys to see this because, no, you're not the only one out there suffering. You know, sometimes we feel like we're alone and that, you know, our doctors don't understand and this person doesn't understand and people who live with us don't understand. And then there's people who are empathetic who do, we see on a ritual, on a common, you know what I'm trying to say, pretty consistent, and they understand, or they also have issues. So anyway, the first video was much better. I definitely look like hell, but hey, that's life when you don't feel good. And you really don't care what people think when you don't feel good. I'm just trying to help people out, and if you're considering Aimovig, definitely try it. If your doctor offers it, try it. Try it before Botox. It's really a great medication. And it lasts 30 days. Okay? It's 30 days. It's one injection once a month, 30 days. I do get headaches sporadically through the month, but these are headaches that I can clean my house, I can go out, I can do groceries, I can go to the bank, I can get things done that I need to get done and not be laid up in bed. And not wanting to talk to people because it really hermits you away. So, obviously you want to check and make sure everything is good, and you want to make sure that the cap is on. This is protection. And you're going to pull the cap off, and inside there's the needle. There's a needle in there. And this blue part is what you're going to be pressing down, which basically tells it, hey, it's on skin, the person knows what they're doing, it's not like a child playing with it. And you want to find your spot. Now the dog and iguana are going to talk. Okay, so it's very nerve-wracking because, hey, it's nerve-wracking. I don't even touch it with my fingers, but, you know, let's just sterilize the fingers a little bit. Okay, so this is my soft spot. I even propped myself up on a pillow for you guys. So my doctor, when he nailed me right in the muscle, and I screamed like a baby, okay? Something I said in my other video, I guess I should finish this. So, he nailed me in the muscle, and I found a better spot where it's really soft, where I don't feel any pain, and it doesn't hurt, and, so I do it there. It's a little pinch, you know, but it's not like somebody putting a needle in your muscle. So the other thing I wanted to say, and I don't know if I should really be giving advice out, but what has worked for me is if you're getting blood taken and you go to a phlebotomist, because I hated needles, but now I'm so used to it because of all the sicknesses and everything, that I get my blood checked very often. And so if I meet a new phlebotomist, I always ask them, are you a butcher? And in all honesty, if they laugh, that's great, because they know the butcher you're talking about, and it ain't them. If they find it as an insult, ask for another phlebotomist, because all you're going to do is it's going to hurt, you're going to leave in pain, and you're going to be black and blue for days. If you find a good phlebotomist and they laugh at that joke or that question, I've come to see out of process of elimination, they have all been good and been like velvet. So on to the injection, because you have to like prepare yourself. This is nerve-wracking, okay? Injecting yourself in any kind of medication is nerve-wracking, and you want to make sure that you take the right procedures and make sure that everything is sterile that you were doing. Okay, here we go. This is for you guys. I mean, it's for me because I'm in pain, but this is for you guys, okay? So if you're really interested in this medication that will help you, and no, I'm not like an endorser or anything like that, but suffering with migraines since I was little, since I was 6 years old, this really helps. And maybe I can turn it this way so you guys can actually see it turn yellow. Okay. So what you do is you press down, okay? And that is your first acknowledgement of it's coming, okay? Prepare yourself, it's coming. You want to make sure it is straight. You want to make sure your leg is relaxed. You want to press away from the needle so it gives some pressure. Okay. Press down so that the blue piece is completely retracted. And then you press the button. I'm even going to let you guys see my face, okay? Oh God, I need to spin it though. I know I wanted you guys to see this, but the way the indent is on this thing. Okay, there. You can see it, and I have the indent right on my finger. Okay. Okay. 3, 2. Oh God, this is going to hurt. Oh! It's that quick. And we are done. We are done. We have gotten all the medication. And I'm good now for a month. A month. Amazing. This stuff is amazing. Let me show you. I have just a little, where is it? Hello, camera. Okay, just a little spot of blood. That's it. I honestly think I was a little close to the muscle because I had to do the video twice. So, you just put a little pressure on it. Put a little pressure to stop the bleeding. You usually do for 5 seconds. Whew. And you do feel a little bit, what can I say? You can actually feel the medication, like, you know, or maybe it's the fact that, you know, your body just went, ah! Usually I don't yell like that, but I haven't had my injection in 2 months because of insurance issues. So my doctor, the man, I love him. He saved my life, really. He gave me, let's just say, enough to last me a little while until insurance and them figure it out. Why should I be in pain while they figure it out? So, that's it, guys. I hope I gave you, you know, information that helped. And you seeing me in my misery, know that there is something out there for everyone. You just have to find what it is. I suffer from a lot of illnesses, and one of them is fibromyalgia, which they have not come up with the magic antidote for. I was asked to go on Savella but after much research, I decided not to. So you just live with the pain and you learn to deal with it, and you be positive and believe that you're here for something. Soon enough, I will be starting an advice channel, just giving people advice on things that I've lived through in my life and my life struggles. And if anyone else is going through them, if I can help them in any way to at least say, hey, this is what I did. This is what worked for me. Or getting out of that was the best thing. And then I'm going to be moving on to doing tarot readings. So this is my first public appearance on YouTube. I hope I don't get anybody saying I look bad or anything, but you know, I guess those people could go scratch, right? They have no idea what it's like to live in pain every single day. So much love to everybody. Light and love. I wish you the best, and I hope that you find what works for you. Thanks.